Morning guys, Moorhuhn here. Today I want to talk about Berserk and why Berserk is the best gem you can use on your main character. So let's check out what Berserk actually does. Berserk is a temporary buff that, well, deplenishes rage at a very quick rate and gives a buff that increases our damage, our attack speed, our movement speed and our defense. So most of these are more multipliers, which is very strong. Again, more damage with attacks, more attack speed, more movement speed and less damage taken. But we need rage for this. And how do we regenerate rage on a, well, main character? For this we use a lethal pride jewel with the Akoya modifier. This modifier makes that the Chainbreaker node appears on any keystone we put this. So the Chainbreaker node gives rage generation. We regenerate 3 rage modified by our mana regeneration rate. And we lose rage when we hit enemies, but since we throw mines and don't hit enemies, we don't lose rage. This means that we have a very good rage generation rate with about 100% mana regeneration rate. This means that we regenerate 50 rage very quickly, and when we use the rage buff, we have about 20 seconds uptime. Then the Berserk has 5 seconds downtime, and in this 5 seconds we jump back up to 50 rage. This gives us an overall uptime of about 80%, which is very good for that strong buff. So, but why is this so strong? I mean, on attack based main characters this is very obvious, but I want to talk about spell based main characters specifically, because the most attack-based main characters already know this is very good because they've seen it in the ladder, but the spell-focused main characters don't. And, well, this is very obvious because Berserk doesn't do anything for spells. But here's the cool part. There's a divergent Berserk with more spell damage per percent quality. So a 20% quality divergent Berserk gives 20% more spell damage. This is nice to have. 25% movement speed, 20% less damage taken and 20 more spell damage. This is nice, but it's a lot of stuff you have to invest. So you need a jewel, you need a keystone. Well, most can do this with Painted Human and here, but it's still only 20% more damage. But wait, our enhanced support, here at level 3, you would have a level 4 one probably, which increases the quality to 44. So we have a 44% more spell damage on our Berserk. And now we go insane because we have the Berserk increased buff effect enchant. This enchant is only 1 alchemy, and this is, well, a very cheap alternative to most of the other minor enchants. And increases the spell damage with an enhanced 4 to nearly 60% more spell damage. And, well, you can have this up pretty much all the time. And since most minors, for me, for example, I have 3 mana cost on my clear and 4 mana cost on my single target setup, this is very sustainable without increases to mana regeneration rate, because we can just run a low level clarity. I, for example, run a level 5 clarity. This is enough. If I get a little bit more mana, I want a level 7 or 8 clarity, that would be even better. But I mean, you don't have to run all the auras. So a low level clarity is, well, very good for this. You can as well use a ring with regenerate 4 mana per second, because this does not get converted to rage generation because it's no increase or reduction. This means that you have, as I said, 20% less damage taken, 25% more movement speed, and about 60% more spell damage. Don't forget the 30 buff effect as well goes to movement speed and less damage taken on your minor. And I think this is a buff most people underestimate, because you need like maybe 2, most only 1 skill point for the pen attunement, because you most likely have this jewel socket. And if you don't have the money for a very good enchantment, you can use the buff effect because it's very strong as well. So if you have any questions about this interaction or any tips and tricks on how to use it on other characters, please let me know in the comment section, and thanks for watching.